Israel assassinated the first Hamas leader outside of Israel a few hours ago, 2 to 3 hours ago. Was this evening, Middle East time, and it did so in Beirut, where they took out kind of the number two guy of the Hamas leadership. Political leadership. His name is Al-Aruri. He was, I think it was a drone attack that took out a specific apartment. So this is one of those smart missiles that came through the window, where there was a meeting of 6 leaders of Islamic terrorist organizations. Two of them that we know of that have been named so far are 2 Hamas leaders. One, this guy Rui, and the other is Khalid al-Hayya, both senior officials within Hamas, based in Lebanon, within Hamas's political wing. But this sends a clear message to the rest of Hamas leadership, whether they're in Qatar, whether they're in Turkey, wherever they happen to be. This sends a clear message: we're coming for you. We're not going to stop. And this is in spite of the fact that Hezbollah, the leader of Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah, has said that if you attack Beirut, attack Hamas in Beirut, we will count that as a declaration of war or something, and Hezbollah will enter the fray. We will see what Hezbollah decides to do. Nasrallah is supposed to give a big speech tomorrow. Now that this assassination is taking place, we'll see, how he takes it. But yes, 2 of the leaders of Hamas in exile have been assassinated. I believe this is the beginning of hunting them all down, at least the top leaders. Salah el-Aruri was the deputy chairman of the Hamas Political Bureau and the commander of the Al-Qassam Brigade's military operations for the West Bank. So he was responsible for the West Bank. Good riddance. Good riddance. This is good news, a good way to start the year by taking out one of the world's bad guys. Always pro that. All right, slightly more negative news, but still related. Turkey. Turkey today basically has detained 33 people. Not clear who these people are, if they're Turks, Israelis, or other nationalities. 33 people that they are suspecting of spying for Israel. They're also looking for another 13, so they are searching for another 13. They were detained during raids in Istanbul and 7 other provinces for allegedly planning to carry out activities that include reconnaissance and pursuing, assaulting, and kidnapping foreign nationals living in Turkey. I think the assumption is here that these were people that were recruited by the Mossad in order to keep track of Hamas leadership that are in Turkey for the purpose of the Mossad assassinating them. Now, that sounds right to me. Whether that's exactly what's going on here is hard to tell. Exactly what Turkey's angle is hard to tell. But Turkey is, at the end of the day, an Islamist regime. It plays moderate in order to play nice with the Europeans, in order to remain a member of NATO. But Erdogan, the president of Turkey, is an Islamist, is committed to the jihadist agenda. He just wants to do it in a peaceful, at least semi-peaceful way. He has called Benjamin Netanyahu basically compared it to Adolf Hitler. He has described Israel's actions in Gaza as genocide. He is very anti-Israel, and he goes back and forth. Sometimes he realizes his strategic interests aligned with Turkey, and therefore he befriends Israel. And sometimes he realizes that Israel is really the enemy, and he attacks Israel. Right now, Israel is the enemy. If I were Israeli, I would not go to Turkey. There's a lot of tourism. A lot of Israelis go to Turkey for tourism. I would not risk it. You get caught up in one of these dragnet searches of spies. Yeah, I'm skipping the flights that have stops in Istanbul airport. All right, so yeah, that was last minute. News broke just before we started the show. That's why I said it was really it's beginning the alignment of Israel, if to take out Hamas leadership is at the start. I will say that the mission and the success of the assassination in Beirut is testament to the fact that Israel still has some good intelligence still out there, in spite of the intelligence failures. The Mossad is still, and the Shin Bet and military intelligence are still capable organizations. To be able to identify this particular apartment where this meeting was happening, and to be able to thread a bomb in there, probably using a drone, pretty impressive, and good for them, and good riddance to the Hamas operatives and leadership that they managed to assassinate.